Fit for excellence.
That's right. Hey,
Yeah,
friend.
there
All
we go.
right. Today we have Michael with us on the podcast, and we are going to hear more about him and his relationship with positive self-talk and how that's helped him athletically and even on this reality show. So, tell me a little bit about you, Michael. You grew up in Poland
Yes,
and
exactly.
you had to teach yourself English. You were really interested in investing in yourself. What inspired you?
Hello. First of all, I'm so honored to be on your podcast, Amy. Fit for excellence. Thank you a lot for asking me. And it's for me, it's crazy that I live in Poland. It's on the other side of the world for you, American people. And it's so fun that we can talk together, even though I'm from Poland, you're from America. So that's wonderful. I really appreciate it, and I think that's why I fell in love with English language because it opened the moment I started really learning that in my junior high school when I was like 14, something like this, 15. Uh, I saw how much it changes and how much it opens my mind, And it's great because when you learn English, you learn all about the world, different cultures. You got all those, texts with hard words, but not only do you learn new vocab, but also you just get to know the cultures, all that stuff, which is super fun. Because of course, if you are curious about the world, but I think I am about the world and about human beings. That's why I became a trainer because I've always loved to understand myself better and by that, different people. So that's why I fell in love basically with health and fitness because it helped me to get myself in shape, get myself in better place emotionally, mentally, and it taught me a lot and gave me basically it helped me to uh, English and training helped me to move on with my life because if not for English and training, I would probably be still playing video games and doing nothing with my life. So
Yeah.
that's amazing. Yeah.
But I think that's such a good point, though. I ask everyone, anyone young that I get to meet, I am like, travel, go to other countries, stay in third
Yeah.
world countries for a while. It is amazing how many people I have met traveling and going to school in Samoa and Australia, and I was in New Zealand, being able to go and see other places and hear
Yeah.
how much people love my country, but also how many people love so many different parts of the world and how different and happy people are in other places too. It's
Yeah.
so fun to
It's so
experience other
fun.
cultures. Yeah.
Exactly. I just think that the world is like damn interesting place,
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's
why would you
amazing.
not explore it? Yeah, it's amazing. And of course, if you are young or I'm from Swaziland. It's in Poland. It's like 40K citizens, so it's really
Oh, wow.
small, and it's hard, to all of a sudden sightsee the world, and because you need to get money and all that. But by learning English, you get to know, especially nowadays with the internet and stuff, you can just watch from all around the world. You can watch some videos or listen to interesting people, or you can talk with Amy Light, Fit for Excellence, on her
Yeah.
podcast. It's 9 hour difference in my country. It's 7 p.m. And it's so beautiful that you can open yourself to the experience of the world if you just want. Of course, some people don't want it, but I think it's very crucial, especially when you are young, because without it, I see lots of my friends here that they just want to, live their life same as their parents, no passions, no curiosity for the world. So
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's not good.
Yeah, traveling does break cycles and it does make you to for me traveling not only helped with my own mindset but it also helped me come back with gratitude. So I was more thankful
Yeah,
for where I came from and for how amazing people are in other places. And
that's
yeah, it
true.
totally opens your mind. It's amazing. Okay. So now I'm
Yeah.
going to go into the next question, which is English is giving you so many more opportunities, but then recently you were on a reality show that is
Oh
giving you
yeah.
awesome opportunities. How did you get asked to be on a reality show?
Yeah, that was crazy because I was just a personal trainer in my gym in Swaziland in Poland, and I was just taking care of myself, learning, reading, and all that, just manifesting something for my future, something crazy. Like I just knew that something's going to happen, and then all of a sudden I was asked at my Instagram by like hunters or something like this to come first for casting to a hotel paradise in Poland. It's popular in America, yeah, because it's from America
Well, a lot
originally.
of reality shows, a lot of
Yeah,
reality
every
shows are popular. Yeah,
most,
everywhere.
yeah, yeah, lots of them there. And so, but it's like the most popular here in Poland. It's not that popular as it used to be, but still lots of people watch it. So it was crazy because I didn't expect it at all. I did nothing towards it. So I thought that it's okay, like great, a chance from the universe to just experience something crazy. So I went for the casting and I was just being myself. I just hope, like here in this podcast, I don't talk too long because I always have so much to say that it's always taken me so long to answer because for me there's so many things I would like to say about. So same was with the casting that I was talking and talking and talking, and at the end of it, I thought that okay, no way they're gonna take me because I was talking about some therapeutic, like I was in therapy, for example, so I was talking about it, my understanding of certain things, relationship problems that I stuff like this, like all my thoughts. So I thought that it was too much because it's a TV show, so you should just be fun, like Playboy, that kind of stuff. But it turned out that they really liked me, the concept of this boxer, intelligent or intellectual guy, whatever, training. So they liked the concept and they took me to this show, and I thought it was great because the day I was traveling to Thailand for the first time ever, they asked me to come on this very day of flying away. So for me, it was like a sign that the day I'm flying to Thailand, they asked me to come to Philippines in 2 months. So I happily agreed, and I went to this Hotel Paradise TV show in February last year. So it was wild. I almost won it. I dropped out in the last yeah, the episode before the final. So it
Hmm.
was crazy. Yeah.
That's amazing. That is
Yeah,
amazing.
thank you.
But you know what's really cool is that you're asking for opportunities, you're asking for things to come for you, and then you're not just waiting for things to happen. You are super fit. You're training people.
Yeah,
You look good. You're putting it on your Instagram. They wouldn't have headhunted
that's
you
true.
if
Yeah.
you weren't doing the background work to be prepared for this awesome opportunity. So that's what I always like to when I talk about self-talk, when I talk about vision boards, when I'm talking
Yeah.
about people prepping themselves for what they don't know is going to happen and you were ready at the right time. So that is awesome.
That is, yeah, Amy, I'm so happy you said about it, something about it, because I see it with my life and like with everything, basically, every decision you make, it takes you somewhere, either good or bad. So I always think about training because I remember when I started training, that was interesting for me because I was really addicted to video games in my junior high school. And the day I started training, something shifted in me, and less I was playing games, and more I was training.
Mm.
And that was interesting because then a couple of years passed, and then all of a sudden you built your confidence, you built your, mental, basically, because when you are training, you are present, so you can
Yeah.
go for some affirmation, or basically you are just having positive self-talk because you look in the mirror, you like yourself, you're building something. So it's interesting that, because before the recording you said about reps, it was about mental reps, but it's same with physical reps. So that's true, everything you do have an impact, even if you think it don't, it always has.
Okay, so let's just go back a little bit because I think that that's a huge conversation for especially people right now that maybe do not like really the direction of their life. Maybe they are
Yeah.
just playing video games. Maybe they do feel like they're kind of like stuck in a lull. And
Yeah.
then you got started and you said that it was like a couple years of consistent reps before you really noticed a shift. Now, how would you encourage someone when they go a couple years, like a couple
Yeah.
years of training hard and less of the
Yeah.
comfort and more of
Yeah.
the effort? How would you encourage someone?
Yeah. I would encourage them for sure in saying, first of all, the time is gonna pass anyway. So that's the worst and the best part, because if I think about the time that I start training, so I was 16, let's say. So I start training 16, and then 4 years passed. During those, it wasn't big because I was just training every 2 days or something. So it was hour and a half, 2 hours with a shower. So what's 2 hours every 2 day? You waste more on your telephone. So it's nothing. And basically you just do something for 2 hours every 2 days, for example. And then 4 years passes, and during that time, you resign from drinking because you train, so you don't want to drink. You don't want to spend time with weird people because you train, you have better things to do. So it was small choice, because I remember when I started training, it wasn't big because I was still playing games, and I just took a break and started training. But then it was a couple of moments when my friends were going out drinking, and I was like, "Oh, I'm not going. I'm training." So I was 17. So if I went out, I might be drink. Maybe I would have drank something. So I would destroy my health and brain at that time. And I chose training. So it was huge. So sometimes you might think about start training or eating better as something mundane or something that doesn't matter. But if you look at your life, if I look at my life from this standpoint of time, if I hadn't started training those 10 years ago, I would be, sorry for just one swear, fucking miserable. I would be tragically feeling, because all I'm when I look back at my life, all I'm grateful for is training, eating good, sleeping well, reading, taking care of my mental and physical
Hmm.
health, basically. I'm not happy about those going outs too much, of drinking, whatever, partying. So for people who want to start, think about how little basically you invest. You just invest 30 minutes a day. Let's say it's 30 minutes a day if you look at it weekly. So it's just 30 minutes a day of investment, and you get more years of your life. You get better health, you get better girls or guys, you get better job opportunities because you have more confidence. You get more energy, so you get more money, you get more money, you get more travel, houses, cars. So you just invest 30 minutes of your day, you just sweat your ass a little bit, and then you get all those benefits that gets from it. Because if not for training, I wouldn't go to Hotel Paradise, I wouldn't have this amazing job as a trainer I have, I wouldn't be that passionate, that energetic that I am. So if you thinking about whether it's worth to start training or not, or you think about the time that it takes to achieve anything, the time passes anyway. So the only thing that stays with us are results of our actions.
That's right. 27 years ago, I started studying self-talk or neuroplasticity. And one of my
27
very
years ago?
27 years ago. I
That's
know.
how long I live. Jesus, you look 30.
So I know this is before I could
Yeah.
share it online, before I could make videos about it. But I would say it takes just as long to get nowhere as it does to arrive at the goal. That was my self-talk that I repeated
I love
every
it.
single day. And
I
that's
love it.
exactly what you've just said. It takes just as long to go nowhere as it does to actually show up for yourself, put in some time for training, and then you do naturally desire a different lifestyle. That's so awesome. And obviously you did
That is
it.
true.
So since being on this show, has your training changed, or were you the show's trainer? Were you working out with everybody, or how did your impact, what was your impact on everyone?
Oh yeah, we did some training, especially boxing. Everyone was passionate about boxing, especially ladies. It's interesting how many women want to try boxing. So
Huh,
that's beautiful. Uh, I mean, everyone has their shadow, but women especially. So women really like to get into that shadow energy of just hitting something. You know, it's very dopamine promoting in your brain because if we, like in those games, when you look at something and you try to hit it, it's very dopamine promoting. Plus, it's great for your body and your health in general. But yeah, I was training people there a bit. I was training, doing what I could. But there was a problem that it we didn't have gym,
hmm,
so we could just do some stuff that was available there or some calisthenics. Plus, and that's huge part. Uh, you get really lazy when you don't have your when it's hot. You get because we didn't have to do anything there. Like we just woke up, did some interviews, talking, eating, sitting, chilling. We had a challenge or something, some filming or whatever. But most of the time we just chilled by the pool, so the sun. And I gotta tell you, for people, because coming back to the question you asked before, um, I, it's normal for me that people don't want to train because it's so hard. It's so hard to get from that comfort, let's say, zone from being comfy, relaxing. Our bodies are really built. I mean, this limbic brain, this lizard brain, it's just there for our comfort and relax and being lazy, not doing anything. So the moment you start to listen to it, you become basically a cat. So you just want to lay, relax. You're tired all the time. So that's what happened to us there. We also partied a little bit. So we often woke up tired. It was sunny. We didn't have to do much. We had to wear microphones all the time. So it also like if I wanted to boxing or jump in rope, it was like making me distracted. So it was another, excuse not to do hard stuff.
yeah.
So yeah, it's easy to find excuse. So yeah, even for me, I'm addicted to training and it's my life. But there, because of all that comfort and being in spotlight, uh, we didn't have that much need to get dopamine from training, I think, because when I'm at home, I need to train a lot just to, my brain feel good. And there we had those challenges. It was TV show, so I think we were not in our natural zone. So
Yeah.
yeah, it showed me how much important your environment is.
Oh,
Yeah.
totally, totally. And
Mm.
that's why I love training the all or nothing mentality away. I don't want that because my
Yeah.
favorite thing is when somebody messages me that they just did their first vacation workout because on my app they
Yeah.
can take me wherever they go. And I love
Yeah.
it when somebody this week said, I'm 68 and I just did my first vacation or workout on a vacation and I've never done that my whole life because most people think vacation means chill, don't do anything. And
Hmm.
sometimes that's okay if you're working out year round.
Sometimes. Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
if it's like that, where you are out of your environment, and because you're out of your environment, all your habits just go out the window, That makes
That
it
is
really hard.
exactly
It
true.
is
Yeah.
who you surround yourself with. But that's why I also like to wake up and train right away, no matter where I'm at in the world, so that
Yeah.
I get to go enjoy the rest of
Yeah.
the day. I
Yeah.
haven't done habits.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Habits, exactly. You are your
Right.
habits. I was because I was thinking about this talk and about the habits, about this show and all that, that you are basically your habits. So it's so easy to not become you if you are not watchful. So it's important, as you said, because for me, it's like hygiene. So every time you wake up, you brush your teeth. So you don't think, do I want to brush my teeth? Is it weather good enough to go
Yeah.
brush my teeth? You just go and train. Yeah. And as you said, it doesn't have to be all or nothing. Sometimes it's just something. Something's
Yeah.
better than nothing.
That's right. Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah,
I
I really wanted to say that to that question to people who want to start training, because lots of my viewers and yours probably have that problem. It's better to do something than nothing. If you do a 30-minute walk every day, if you haven't done nothing before, it's couple thousand% increase of what you did. So it's
yeah.
good to do anything, basically.
That's amazing. And just like how you said, it's 2 times a week. Anybody could do something very challenging a
Yeah,
couple times a week, and then you build on that, and then it becomes something that you
yeah,
crave, and then you'd rather do
that
that than
is,
do other
yeah,
things. That's awesome. So how long
exactly.
did it take for when you got back from the show? How long did it take for you to get back into your routine, or were you just like so ready to get back in routine?
Oh, it wasn't that easy. And that's what I was saying about that being in the spotlight, being in the show, lots of emotions, new situation. All of a sudden, you're, 25-year-old guy from Swaziland, Poland, and you go to TV show, which everyone talks about. And it's really something, or at least it used to be, but in small town like mine, everyone talks about you. Everyone's like, "Oh, is this guy from TV show?" So for people, it's really something. And
Huh.
you got those high expectations. You go to that show, you think that, "Oh my God, my world is gonna be totally different. I'm a different person and all that." But it's huge happening, but after coming back you feel a bit depressed. You don't want to work too much. Lots of people from the show, my friends, guys friends especially, had this problem that my friend is a trainer also, and he was like, for a couple of months we were exchanging messages and like, man, I don't want to work, it's hard now, because your brain for a whole month, that's what you said about habits. If you get you can train, work, do everything, and then full month nothing, just partying, training a little bit, but it's not your
Yeah.
typical hard training. You just party, you're with beautiful girls, there is sunny weather, everyone is taking care of you, everyone asks if you are comfortable, if everything's okay, you get your food, you don't have to think, work, read. You are just a star, for a month. And it destroys your dopamine system, I think, because you get lots of attention too easy, and you are in Philippines, it's just gorgeous, and you feel like you are a star, beautiful women, and you are a star, whatever. So then coming back and getting back to work, it's kind of hard. As for training, it wasn't that bad, fortunately, because for me, training is, as you said, I don't think about it. It's just something I have to do, just as I have to breathe. So I just have to train, because if I don't train, I feel miserable. You probably have it too.
Yeah, yeah, but
Yeah.
that's awesome. And so it is,
Yeah.
I mean, but that just shows that, well, I'm glad that you had your friend to relate to, that you didn't come
Yeah.
back. You had him to talk to, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
21 days is what it takes to rewrite an entire habit script. And so a whole month away, that would make it hard to come back to reality. But
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like a restart. You're very relatable to people that are just starting out habits again, even though you really want it. You really want it. You know the
Yeah.
result of it. You know exactly what it's doing for you. And so it's just like taking that time to kick back into routine and
Yeah.
press through the hard stuff. So that leads me to my next question about your own self-talk, your mindset,
hmm
and when it is hard. So when you're training people, how do you help them with their self-talk when it gets tough?
hmm I mean, as for training,
Yes. Yeah,
self-talk for
training and
training,
habits.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and habits. Um, I always try to work with my clients and with myself on focusing on what's the alternative, basically. So you get that self-talk that you want to focus on what you're getting from it. Like, even if it's painful, you had a break, or you're coming back, or it's not going the way you'd like, you always have to think what it gets you to. And all, I mean, being positive, it's so obvious, of course. But I think it's important to just remember that as for training and everything with life, basically, the most hard part is starting. The moment you start, it's how dopamine system is built. The moment we start doing something, we get the energy to do it. So always, just if you feel the most miserable, just try to get up from bed. If you get up from bed, just take your things and go to the training. If you are able to get into the gym, just get into the gym. So small steps, and then all of a sudden, even with the worst feeling you have, you might get through that training. Of course, with the help of the positive self-talk. But of course, you can lie to you if you feel miserable and it's hurting you. It's hard to get through sometimes, but
That's where the first
I
step is just the self-talk, right?
yeah,
It is what you're
that's
telling
true.
yourself over and over. I can convince myself of anything if I say it enough.
It's it's basically what last time I listened to Tony Robbins, maybe you know him, he's very popular. And he was talking about that everything we say, it's a story. It's either positive or negative story. So I can see, oh, I'm lazy, I'm this and this. I have tendency, I myself do it every very time. So, oh, I'm anxious person. So I've been telling myself since junior high school that I am an anxious person. So what happens when I feel anxious? Oh, it's my self-talk because I am an anxious person. So I totally agree. It's all what you repeat, because if you have been repeating for 10 years that I don't like training, I don't like running, I don't like eating properly or whatever, it's what's built in your brain, basically. It's not that easy to change it, but I think by, as you said, repetition and just working on your mindset, re- on those affirmations, basically, or how to call
Yeah.
it, you can definitely rewire your brain. It's basically how we learn, yeah, by
Yep.
repetition.
That's right.
So I
Good.
love it. I love it. This part with uh, self-talk, positive self-talk. It's something that I need to use more, because training, it's the most important stuff. It's what you gotta do. But I think the mental part of all that, it's really important. And it's
Mindset
something
training.
that really, yeah, mindset training. Yeah.
That's good. Okay, so what's one self-talk statement or one thing that you tell yourself that always gets you going? Or is there one thing that you've really encouraged yourself with to say often? Do you catch yourself saying often?
Um, For me, two things, I think. From Reality Transurfing, I love that book. Maybe you know it. And it's everything unfolds as it should. So no matter how things go, I just remind myself that I might not see bigger picture, but it's all for something, and it's all going somewhere good. You just gotta stick to it and believe and do your best. And for me also, The action resolves anxiety. So basically, anxiety is something that I don't want to say that we produced as a society, but a bit we did. We did, I think, because we sit in our brains anxious, thinking about the future, what might happen, and our brains are just tools for working with danger. I mean, with expecting, anticipating danger. So if you don't have dangerous situations like training, going somewhere, even it's dangerous situation for your brain because your amygdala has to look for what's threatening in your environment, basically. So every time you train, you don't have anxiety while training because you are, oh my God, I'm sweating. I have my heart rate up, so my body is monitoring what's happening. I'm focusing on my breath, on my workout. So I think the best way to just feel better is to start moving more because then your affirmations or what you repeat to yourself might be better when you move because your brain is not in that negative mode. Because what do you think about it? If you are in that negative mode, it's hard sometimes to switch to positive self-talk.
Well, it's training. So it is possible for us to change our negative self-talk to positive anytime. But it's kind of like asking a boxer to go box. If you've never practiced, then how do you do
That's
it?
true.
So with self-talk, I can't be positive, and somebody can't be like, hey, be more positive, change, be more
Yeah.
positive. It
Yeah.
is trained. And so
Training.
our
Yeah.
brain, 77% of our hardwiring, typically, that's the average study, is negative. And so if we are trained
Yeah.
and programmed negative from when we're a little kid, it is
Exactly.
very easy to stay that way. So we have to train so that we know how to capture those
Yeah.
thoughts. So we know the positive thing to say when we need it. Just like training to say, I always say, everything is working out better than I could even imagine,
Yeah, and I
right?
like the present tense. I like the present tense. Everything is working out. Yeah, that's true. I heard about it. It's very important not to state the facts about the future because
Right.
you'll always wait for something. And
Yep.
yeah. Oh yeah, so
So
that's something I'm using too at times.
good.
Everything is working out for me.
Everything is
Yeah.
working out. I'm going to send you so much positive self-talk
Oh, I
study
love
after this.
it.
It's so good.
You'll be
Okay.
with me every day, Amy.
Yes, we're gonna go. Let's go. Okay.
Yeah, let's
Do
go.
you think do you think that people become what they say they are repeatedly or what they tell themselves they are repeatedly? Do you think that's
Yeah.
what they become?
Yeah. Jesus, Amy, I'm really happy about that talk because it's everything I've been for the last year. I've learned a lot about myself, about training and mental, and it's basically it. You are just a story that you repeat in your head. It's basically it. So you can be the most handsome, uh, famous, wealthy, beautiful, whatever, whoever. But if you repeat negative stuff in your head, you're just a negative person, whatever, because you don't get to see that light in yourself um, or that beautiful qualities you have. So I think it's really on point to remember about what you repeat to yourself. It's all there is, basically.
Yeah. So then I'm going to ask in this last question,
Yeah,
what is your current goals? And so we say our current goals as if I am, right? We're saying it as if it
yeah,
already exists. But
yeah.
what are you wanting to say to yourself? What is your current goal right now?
Mm, damn.
I know.
My my goal is to at least uh after talking with you, it's at least 20 or 30 minutes a day spent with the affirmations and this positive self-talk to get myself going more because I came back from Thailand in February It was 2nd or 6th of February. And for 3 months, I was a bit depressed because I spent 3 months in Thailand. So after coming back here to Poland, Swaziland, after all that haze, it was tragic for me. And I lost the positive affirmation somewhere and all that. All those things I have had in mind. And it's something that I really want to come back to. Just I'm training still, doing all that, but to get the momentum. And it's
Yeah.
sunny right now, so that's for sure something that I want to focus now is just remodeling my brain and
Love it.
just be
Remodeling the
have
brain.
remodeling the brain.
That's
It's
cool.
something that I want to do and help other people do too, so they can
Yeah.
remodel their brains, their bodies, and their health.
So good. Okay, and
Yeah,
that's what, yeah, we're going to do this as a perfect timing, right? Everything always works out better than I can imagine and always is in the
yeah.
right timing. So you had that, and it's okay. I'm going to tell you, I went to school after studying self-talk. I had my mind like a steel trap. I was so fit. I went away, I moved to Hawaii, and
Oh yeah.
after not practicing positive self-talk and changing my environment, I was even training people there. But I quit listening to self-talk. I quit
Hmm.
practicing it. So I stopped my mental training. And I'm saying this so that I don't want you to feel bad. I don't want people to feel bad about what happened when they don't train. But when we don't train,
You lose
the
it.
skill, we lose it. Yeah. And so
Yeah.
it's not ever an arrival. If I want to be super fit with my body, I am not going to train until I'm as buff as you are. I can't just stop when I get there. I have to keep training. And so that's just like
Yeah,
with our
that's true. Yeah.
self-talk. We get to get back on board, and then we start listening to self-talk. We start studying our own self-talk, and then we get to keep it up. But the good news is, based on science, you actually only need to listen to self-talk, so listening to self-talk programming 10 minutes a day is
Yeah.
enough to rewire your brain. So it's
That is
not,
perfect.
I have to lock in for hours and hours and hours. It's literally like it's just like when we meet with a new client and you're like, I go for a 10-minute walk, move your body for 10 minutes. It's just that same thing. You only need to hit play and listen to self-talk audio to rewire your brain. And it's just 10 minutes a day. So it's
Yeah.
not
I
extreme,
love it.
it's just consistent.
It's
But
good.
it'll be really
Yeah,
cool to see,
consistent.
yeah, how it changes you. But we don't ever get to stop
Yeah.
training.
Yeah, that's exactly on point because it's so easy to lose it. It's like with muscle, but because you don't see it, I had this perfect mindset before the show. I was reading to Reality Transurfing and basically about how to, by your mental state, shape your reality. It's the book about it. So it's great. It's Bible for me. So when I was reading it every day, thinking about it, making affirmation, remember about the rules and all that, I was living perfect, feeling perfect. It was all perfect. And after the show, I kind of lost it because I thought that I already have it, know it, whatever. As you said, you lose it just like a muscle. So yeah, it's sometimes it's good to get off track to appreciate how it's good to be on one.
Yeah. And you can do it.
Yeah.
But now we just know, okay, now we learn and now we have a lot of lessons to teach other people.
Yeah,
And we
yeah,
know
exactly.
that,
Yeah. We
yeah.
know how
And now
it's like.
it's relatable. It's awesome.
Be
Okay.
relatable. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
awesome. I can't wait to start your videos, listen to your videos and
Yeah.
repeating
So
it.
I'm
That's gonna
Coach
be
Amy Light on YouTube, and this is actually going to go on my YouTube channel. Where
perfect.
can people find how to learn more about you?
Oh, I'm Fox Michael. It's like a little bit of fun because it's Fox dot and it's Michael, but it's in Polish way. But it's there can find me on my Instagram. I just use Instagram for now, but I'm thinking about YouTube in future as well. So maybe yeah, it's something
Awesome.
that I need to think about. But yeah, thank
Yeah.
you so much. It was an amazing time. I love talking
Yeah.
to you.
Well, you can do it. I believe in you, and I'm going to send you all the good stuff. So
Let's
stay
go.
tuned.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's a great. Thank you so much, Amy. It was great.
You too. Thanks for your time.